R.J. Lewis and Kadary Richmond will be with Coach Pitino. And as we said earlier, R.J. Lewis is the winner of the Dave Gavitt Trophy as the most outstanding player. Kadary Richmond is the all-tournament team. And Coach Pitino, whenever you're ready. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, we had 3 phases we set out. Phase 1 was to win the regular Big East Championship. Phase 2 gets very difficult because you can't embrace what you're accomplishing. You just have to keep getting better. We accomplished that in Phase 3 was to make the tournament and go as far as we could possibly go. And these 2 young men make it possible. Kadary is about as much fun to coach as any coach could have because he takes coaching really well and he owns up to every mistake he makes. And in the first half, we were just really intimidated by Cockbrenner, and we were pulling up, missing our mid-range, and what we talked about at halftime was to take it to the rim, use the rim as a shield. He can't cut through steel, and then take the 3 when it's there. Don't worry about the mid-range game. And both of these guys took it to the rim. They used the rim as jail, what we call jail. And even when we missed 2 free throws, RJ got the rebound. So both of these guys have had an incredible season. I've said it all along with RJ that he's going to be even a better pro. And he's a hell of a college player. And Kadary is going to have a long career because somebody's going to invest in Kadary and get a 6'6" guard who's going to play a long, long time in the NBA. I'm positive of that. So I'm proud of both of them. Great win for the city. Great win for our university. You hear it all along. There's this New York's team, and it truly is. And as a New Yorker myself, I'm very, very proud that St. John's has gotten to this level. So we're all excited. We're all thrilled. And these guys deserve all the credit because they shot 72% in the second half, 66.7 from 3, and they were just brilliant.
Can we start with players, please? Zach?
Steve,
RJ,
thank you.
you go from Big East Player of the Year to Big East Tournament, most outstanding player, and most points, I guess, ever in a Big East Tournament championship game. Can you just describe the feeling right now?
First and foremost, got to give the glory to God. You know, without Him, wouldn't be here. And I'm just very blessed, you know, for this opportunity. And you know, like Coach P says, you know, there's not that many second chances in life. So when the opportunity presents itself, you got to grab it by the neck. So I mean, I'm just truly happy. This is wow. This is incredible. Just to come from last year to this year and just see the transformation. And obviously, you know, we brought in big time transfers with Cooks here, Davon, A. Scott, Vince. So it's just great. And I mean, Coach P is he's the mastermind behind all of this. And I mean, it's truly special. I'm a loss for words. Been asked a lot of questions so far. So I mean, I'm just truly blessed, and I'm just very happy and to bring this championship back to New York City and obviously to St. John's University. And we're just going to continue to build on.
All the way in the back, Mike.
RJ, when you climbed up the ladder the second time and you were sitting there on the rim and you had the flag on to your right?
Yes, right.
Okay. When you climbed up the ladder the second time and you're sitting on the rim with the flag on you and everything, posing for the photos, can you kind of think of like a better encapsulation of everything you thought this journey with Coach Pitino could be than that moment?
I didn't think he was going to out me in front of Coach P like that. You know? He could have been like, "Oh, don't climb on the ladder, you might get hurt." But I mean, it's just, you know, as a little kid, you dream about these special moments. You know, just during the March Madness and the tournament championships. When I was little, I would see the guys go up to the ladders and cut the nets, and then obviously to do it myself is incredible. It's a great feeling, and I mean, I'm just truly blessed. I mean, God has been so good to me, and all I can do is just keep my faith in Him and just know that like He's already planned all of this. This has been my destiny, so I'm just continuing to work on my craft and just trusting the process.
And to right here, Brandon.
Sure. I wonder, as a New York kid, can you walk me through your day today when you woke up and you realized kind of what was on the line tonight and what the building was going to be like, and then taking the bus here and kind of whatever you were feeling, just did it sink in like what the possibilities were of this day?
I knew what today was going to be like after what happened yesterday. Just waking up today, we had breakfast, walked through. You want the whole day or?
Tell them we ate for breakfast. Tell them we ate for breakfast.
We had walked through, we got back, took a nap, we had film, and then we got here, warmed up, and we got a big win.
You fell asleep during your nap? You fell asleep and took a nap?
Definitely. Pre-game nap.
All right, we're going Roger right here.
After walkthrough.
RJ, you guys have been thinking about championship all season. You were thinking about the regular season championship, and now you were thinking about the tournament championship. Is the lived experience of having won it, how does that compare with what you imagined it might be?
I don't think it's settled in yet. You're still trying to soak it in, and it's just crazy, how much you could speak things into existence and just watch it all come together. And this has by far been the most emotional, happiest week of my 22 years of existence. So this is great. I love Coach P. What he does. What he does for his players. He looks out for all of us. Not even Coach P, but the whole entire coaching staff. All my teammates. We mesh, we gel very well together. We goof around on and off the court, and we go to war every day in practice to obviously experience moments like these.
Right here in front, Sharon.
What were conversations like at halftime when you were still just a little bit behind previous?
The conversation was just not to let up. We was only down I think 2 points. 3. Oh, my bad. 3 points. So he just said just to lock in. He like he said, he brought up trying to attack Kalkbrenner and not being phased from his length and stuff like that, and using the rim as jail. And that's really it. We've been through a lot of adversity this year, and like Coach P says his famous quote with the what's a basketball game if what he said? He said something about this is the game of life. So really just sticking to the principles and knowing that basketball obviously is a game of runs, and that the other team's gonna go on their runs. So we just try the best to stick to our defensive principles and win the game.
Second row right here.
For both Kadary and RJ, congratulations first of all on an incredible tournament. Early in the season, Coach had a concern about the players and listening. And as you guys have developed over the course of the season, one of the things that's been noticeable in the games is how in the second half you guys seem to get sharper and close out opponents. But in terms of the NCAA tournament coming up, do you have any concerns going forward, and what do you expect from Coach?
I don't think we have any concerns yet. We don't know where we play or who we're gonna play. So just taking it day by day, staying humble like we've been, and just being ready to go when our name is called.
2 more for the players, right here.
RJ, you talked about this being a game of runs. Just during that run, when you guys made 14 consecutive baskets in the second half, just what is that like? What was going through your head as you guys are going through that run? What allowed you to get so hot specifically?
We definitely fed off the crowd. The energy, the atmosphere was ridiculous. It was very loud, and it's great to have that level of support and from the atmosphere, and we feed off that energy. So it's big time, and obviously like Cook said about we're not going to know we want to play, but we definitely want to we want to get that 2 seed in the East so that we can we can stay local and our fans can come out and support.
That's for the players, Zach.
Kadary, that second half from RJ, what was it like watching him? 27 points, and just what do you think worked for him so well?
I think that was just beast mode being beast mode. He got in foul trouble in the first half, so there was no doubt in my mind that he was coming out to be aggressive and do anything to get a win.
Kadary and RJ, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll have Coach P, and we're going to go to Ralph, if we can get him up.
Oh, careful. Oh.
Don't need that.
There goes our season.
Whoa, whoa.
We're going to Ralph first, yes.
Rick, when you brought in Zuby and RJ last year, did you look at those guys and think these could be star players on a championship team?
I think that neither guy was heavily recruited. Neither guy had great seasons where they were. But after working both of them out, I thought they both had great potential as basketball players, could get a lot better. Did I expect them to reach these heights? I didn't really think about it, but I have great gratitude that they did, because we won a regular season and a Big East championship because of their play. The three of them have been unstoppable.
Right here in the middle. We're getting the mic there. Hang on.
Coach, at any point leading up to today or during the tournament, did Coach Carnesecca cross your mind, and what would you think he would say about this team?
No, he didn't cross my mind during the game. Crosses my mind after the game. I'm thinking he would be so proud of this team. I've said it all along. St. John's is Lou Carnesecca, Chris Mullen, Mark Jackson, Walter Berry, and all the great, from Joe Dupree and Johnny Warren back in the day. That's St. John's. I'm just a caretaker of what all those guys built, and I'm a proud caretaker of that. So after the game, you obviously think of Lou and how proud he would have been.
Right here in the middle.
Coach, at just under the 12-minute mark, it was the first time you took the lead in this game. And I did a tweet: the minute St. John's takes the lead in this game, it's over. And it was. And it was Vince that made the basket. And I think Vince has been playing incredible starting in this tournament, really. Can you comment on that turning point, and also the way the crowd helped you?
Well, the crowd was great, and I'm glad you have those tweeting powers. It's amazing that you have those powers. Preston would be very proud of that. He made a very good play inside. He's a project, but he's a worthwhile project. I'm a very confident coach. I didn't have quite your confidence, but I was very
Second row in the middle, Jay.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Rebuilding a program is hard. You've taken the St. John's program from around the middle of the conference to being just on the edge of the tournament to now you've won a regular season title, a tournament title, and you're probably going to be a very, very high seed in this NCAA tournament. What message would you send to this country that have been used to a St. John's team towards the middle, and now they're about to see in March Madness a St. John's team towards the top?
I don't send any messages to anyone. Humility is a big part of my life right now. It wasn't always that way. I don't believe in redemption. I believe in humility. I don't believe in things that... I believe in living in what I call the precious present, a gift that we all get. And we just lost a superstar in Louisville, Junior Bridgman, who was a young man who didn't smoke, didn't drink, carried his life in God's name in a big way. So I take life as one day at a time. I take it one game at a time. I don't consider ourselves that people should beware of us. I've lost in the first round. I've been to 7 Final Fours. So we'll take it one game at a time, one possession at a time.
Right here in the middle.
Coach, both Coach Smart and Coach Hurley yesterday commented on sort of the officiating differences in the Big East versus the NCAA Tournament and the style of play there. How do you see your team?
What did they say?
I'm sorry.
I don't listen to those guys at press conferences.
Yeah, my apologies.
I mean, they're very interesting, but...
They talked about the physicality and how there's a lot more physicality that's allowed in the Big East versus the NCAA Tournament. Do you buy that, having an impact?
Well, that's been going on from when I coached at Providence. When John Thompson was roaming the sidelines, everybody said the Big East is a much more physical league. tonight those officials did a great job. I don't know what he was doing with RJ when RJ went 3 and he thought he was making a gun sign. I don't think RJ knows what a gun is. It is physical, but you have to adjust. Come tournament time, you have to adjust, move your feet more. But that's been said in 1987 when I was a coach. They said that about the Big East. But I think that Connecticut did an awfully good job of adjusting, don't you think, in the last 2 years of adjusting to the officiating? I know Danny's very happy with officials, especially in the tournament.
Zach,
Rick, you've obviously been here before with different programs. What does it mean to have St. John's here, Big East regular season tournament, postseason tournament? It's been a program that's basically been dormant for 25 years, and people said St. John's couldn't do this. What's it like for you to be able to bring it back?
Well, first of all, I think there's a lot of misrepresentations about NIL. NIL didn't get us this team because Zuby and RJ are very low-paid players. So that's nonsense about the NIL. When you're in free agency right now, you know, and you've seen it for all of you that carry pro sports, you get a batter that you think is going to really help the Yankees, the Mets, whatever it may be, bats 150. You don't know what you're getting. Somebody asked me about Zuby and RJ. You don't know what you're getting. Zuby didn't even play at Kansas, and RJ was a good freshman, solid, but you don't know what you're getting. So here's 2 stars, very underpaid. I'm sure they'll be at Matt's window probably as soon as the season ends, but they're not going anywhere. So you build a team by making sure you understand the whole puzzle of what goes into it. And it's people just mischaracterize the NIL and why St. John's has been built. St. John's didn't get built by the NIL. St. John's got built with character of the players. And certainly we are excited to have these young men.
Last question, Roger.
Rick.
Roger.
Every team that comes here to the Big East tournament, wants to win it. Do you feel like because of where St. John's has been, because of where St. John's is located, and because of the building it's played in, that it's St. John's winning the championship is a kind of a bigger deal?
Well, because of everything that Zach just mentioned, and you guys keep pointing it out about all the things that weren't accomplished before I was born. I would keep saying 40 years, 25. I wasn't around back then. I was just, I was in my prime in diapers. But I am, as a New Yorker, about as proud as any person could be. Because, when I hear St. John's is New York's team, and we're New York strong, and we represent New York, that makes me feel awesome inside. So for New York, for St. John's, to see that crowd tonight, it's an extra special feeling for me. Now, I was elated with Louisville when we came in here and won 3 times, I believe. Elated for the players, elated, but there's an extra special feeling being a New Yorker who grew up on 26th Street and grew up in Queens and then Long Island. So for me, it's just extra special because I share this with every fan that takes great pride in what accomplished this year. The fans are very much part of our team. Tonight when we celebrate, I will toast the fans, I will toast you, Roger, and I will toast everybody in this room has supported us. And it's a lot of drinks tonight, guys. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Congrats. Thanks, Rick.
Thank you.
See you in Providence.
Rick, did you mean you're going to drink a quarter